Welcome guys, Brandon here from Terminated Gaming, and once again back on World of Warships with another replay. What's another ship that I play a lot compared to my Georgia? Oh, would it be my Jean Bart? The Jean Bart's so good they made a sequel. They didn't do that for the Georgia. You know, there's a Jean Bart and then the Jean Bart B if you didn't get that joke. Anyways, I'm in my regular Jean Bart, which I did happen to pull from the Christmas container events. If you haven't seen my videos on that, I mean, I know it's been a while since that event went on, but go check out those videos in the cards above. It was a very interesting event. I did a breakdown on the statistics of that event as well, so go check that out. Anyways, this is a tier 10 battle on the Atlantic map, and this is a domination game mode. It's a tier 10 match. There's a few tier 10s, but tier 8 carriers, and I'm in the Jean Bart, of course. So what makes the Jean Bart good? There's a video I have called "Why is the Jean Bart Noob Friendly?" and I go into detail. Jean Bart has 10.6 kilometer secondaries. If you spec into them, they're okay. They do decently well. They're French secondaries. They're meh. Gets a speed boost. It's a battleship, so it gets a heal. It gets a reload booster, so these guns get to fire even faster than they already do. My reload on my Jean Bart and my Jean Bart B is 23 seconds on the main battery. And with that reload booster, cutting it in half down to about, what is the math on that, 11.5 seconds? So yeah, this is a very, very good ship. What else could possibly make this ship good? Oh, maybe it's that all 8 of its guns are on the front. So you never actually have to turn broadside to fire at your targets and get all of your firepower to bear. So you can bow in towards your opponent and just noob it up. The downsides of the Jean Bart, it has 8 guns of 15-inch caliber, so they're not overmatching 32mm plates. They're not overmatching a lot of things. They're not even overmatching normal cruiser plates either, which sometimes is kind of sad. Since it is a French ship with 4 guns and a turret, its accuracy is also pretty bad. I don't know the sigma value off the top of my head, but I know the base dispersion of these guns is about 304 meters. Put that into perspective, the Iowa class is like 283, and that's not considered that good either. The Alaska, for example, a battlecruiser with 305mm guns is under 200, and so is the Aegir. The Kronstadt, which is Russian, which is not known for firing at range, is 225. So yeah, the accuracy leaves a little bit to be desired sometimes. Here you see me trying to figure out how to shoot at that Vanguard, and then decide not to. So, yeah. I've decided to push up here to C to support my Friesland, because it's just me and him up here. Everybody else is abandoned. They're going south. I fire these shots, but, yeah, you know, when a target goes unspotted, you like to shoot rocks. And, of course, I get spotted here, so things are going to start shooting at me because I'm spotted, and I think I must be, like, one of the easiest targets to shoot at right now. But I believe I'm presenting a decent angle to everything, and I knew the Vanguard was probably going to fire HE at me. Tactical error on Seattle's part. He stops kind of in open water, but then starts reversing, but in front of my guns. But I don't get anything for it. I get 5 hits and 4 overpens and 1 pen, no Citadel because it's at the front of a ship. I pop my reload booster here and fire at the Vanguard, who's giving me a not great angle, but, you know, AP better than most, and then he goes unspotted, and I'm still lit. Yeah. Fun. Something's spotting me that I can't see because, you know, I'm the dumbass that shot. Oh, it's actually because I shot in my balloon. You know, does anybody actually miss the good old days of when you could actually stealth fire and not get spotted? No. I kind of do some days. Kind of don't some days. It makes sense that, you know, granted, we're also playing an arcade game that spotting mechanics are dumb anyways because, you know, ships are just, they don't go invisible when you can actually just look at them. Just helped out the Friesland there as much as we could against that Harugumo, which, good on that Friesland, he basically took out that Harugumo single-handedly. I provided very little support there until the end, so I did like 1,000 damage to him, so I can't really take any credit for that, any of that. I used the camera to kind of look towards that Seattle, see what he's doing. His engine's actually out. So he sat there just perfectly still with that engine out. And we get our lucky Citadel to kill him and get our first kill of this match. So now with him dead, it's a Vanguard and then an Iowa a little further down. But the problem is if I push the Vanguard, I'm going to give my broadside to other things if I'm spotted on the way. So I kind of slow and hesitate at this stage right now about moving. I'm just trying to take opportune shots when I can at things. Yes, I am still firing HE or AP, and then I decided to switch to HE here because that Vanguard is angling away from me. And then it's like, oh, but the Iowa, and then it's like, oh, who do I shoot at? There's so many things to shoot at. But that Iowa is full steam over this way. I think he's really hell-bent on getting over here to say hello. HE now against that Vanguard. How ironic. HE against a British battleship. I switched to AP to try to shoot at that Iowa. He's only 16 kilometers away, so it's like, oh, how bad could the dispersion be? And so, fire the AP salvo. Actually, not terrible dispersion, but terrible lead on my part. So, we get rewarded with 1,200 damage. Woo. I kept the AP loaded here against that Vanguard. I really actually kept it in case I might have actually got another chance against the Iowa. You know, not as bad, you know, 7,400, 7,500. Consistent damage. But you play battleships for those big numbers, and you like to see all these other things, but yeah. This Iowa is giving me such good angles. I just need to get the lead right. And the dispersion, once again, not terrible. There's a big clump. 5 pens for 14, almost 15k, but no sits. They went a little high on the armor belt and didn't get citadels, which is, once again, very, very sad. Of course, my secondaries are landing a few hits over the islands. The Bart gets 152mm secondaries on its butt. And that means they are useless unless you are sailing away. And if you know anything about guns, your front guns are useless if you're sailing away. So it's either secondaries or primaries. You take your pick. The side guns on the ship are 90mm. All those guns that line the side. They're really good anti-aircraft guns, and they have a 5% fire chance and fire pretty quick. I checked there's torpedoes behind me, and I was like, the carrier just launched torps behind me? And yes, he did, if you want the answer to that question. 8 out of 8 hits. 1 citadel. That could have been the death of that Iowa, but no. So, keep on motoring forward and hopefully get that Iowa kill, right? You know, he's probably going to get another shot off on us. Which, we're also getting shot from the side by that Musashi, I believe, is actually what's hitting me from the side. It is, yeah. Musashi's doing huge damage to me from the side here. I'm trying to get the Friesland or even the Lion to shoot at this Iowa to get him out. Thankfully, the Iowa doesn't get any more shots off on me. Set a fire against the Vanguard, pop the reload booster to make sure we get him dead, and didn't even need it. 4 hits, 3 citadels to kill that Vanguard suddenly. And we're just going to have to let this fire burn, which is very nice. And then that was kind of a waste of a reload booster, but with how consistent the guns were before that, I figured I was going to have to fire another salvo at the Vanguard, and I didn't want to take another hit. So, here I'm just searching to see if I can get any shots off on anything. Not really. I take the shots at this Tashkent, because why not? And, like, a whole 2 shells get past. And nothing. No damage there. But we're going to keep pushing forward while everything's on cooldown. And slowly lick our wounds. And try to get back into this fight. Just provide as much longer range support as we can. Of course, my accuracy and the accuracy of these Bart guns is going to come into a lot of play here in this stage of the game. Yeah, 2 overbends. Woo. Go figure. 130,000 damage now. 2 kills, you know. I'm like, ooh, a broadside Musashi. I like the idea of this. He's slowing down. Probably to speed back up again. Go forward. So shots out on him. Are they gonna be anything good? Who knows? Oh, cool. We got 5 hits, but only one of them was a damaging hit. Cool. Man, gotta love Bart. Sometimes. There's other games where I have the Bart where it just makes me so happy. I did priority target the Tashkent for the secondaries because I was like, I don't want him to come over and say hello to me. The worst salvo there of the 2 that we just fired, that one had a 3 overpens on the butt of that Musashi, whereas the other one's against a really nice angled Musashi, you know, to us. For us, I mean, they all bounce, or like all do no damage. That goes to show the Yamato armor scheme. There we get 2 pens. I don't know for how much damage because he's unspotted. This poor Atago, too. I remember this moment. I didn't play this game here. I think it's fairly recent. It was in the last week, I think. I'm not sure. My days go by so fast. This poor Atago, he knows I'm here, and he's going to want to torp me. But that was so terrible of a shot. I tried to squeeze it in that window. He knows I'm here, and he wants to launch torps. So he's going to spin one way here and launch torps. And I try to get these shells through that gap. I hit his butt for 3 overpens, just like the Musashi. Maybe it's all Japanese ships that just have all or nothing armor. And all I have to do is use my WASD keys and just turn this way. His torpedoes are gonna miss. But it doesn't mean he's not gonna try the other side too. As you see, there's another spread of torpedoes. Oh, that poor Atago. He was like, oh yes, my chance to kill a tier 9 BB. Nope. And then the tier 9 BB, the Iowa, kills him. So karma. He tried to torp me, and then he goes in chat saying sometimes teams just don't want to win, and I know what that feels like. I definitely see a lot of teams that just really don't want to win matches. It kind of makes some of these game modes really bad to play because there's sometimes you just dig yourself in so much of a hole that you can't actually win. I do respond back to him. I had that earlier, and over the last few weeks I've been having either where my day will start off with no wins, like first 3 games no wins, and then I'll play the Bart and it reels me back in because I win in the Bart. Probably because the Bart's easy to play, so it's like if a team is performing badly, it's not as bad for me. Of course, I bounce off the Musashi, but it's like he's hard to hit anyways, and he does casually just, you know, almost 8k to me, you know. No big deal, no big deal. He's giving us a good angle here, you know, and I'm not getting any real amazing salvos against him like I did against some of the other ships. And there we go, we get a whole 5k.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Pushing in on this Tashkent. Secondaries are opening up, but they're French secondaries, so their hit chance is really low. I decided to take speculative shots at where the Tashkent was, but he speeds up so fast I wasn't going to hit those in a blue moon. But we're just going to keep powering forward because, you know, we got to keep together as a team here. And they still got a lot of health. I mean, you look at that Hindenburg is half health, but that Thunder is full. They still have a carrier in play. This game could really go either way. They still have a DD in play with the Tashkent. The Musashi still hasn't went down. We actually get a nice salvo there against the Thunderer's side. 7 hits, but, you know, 5 damaging hits. I'm gonna pop my reload booster and already firing again. But, you know, less success that time. Almost same amount of hits, 6 hits that time, but only 4 of which damaged. So we're doing a decent amount of hits there, and hey, you know, I just dodged some torps. Didn't even really have to do anything there. I'm just keeping an eye out to make sure that where that Tashkent is. I actually do take that one on the nose, but what am I to do? I debate shooting at the carrier there, and I'll be honest, I kind of wanted to. But then I was like, it's better for me to try to shoot at this Tashkent That's the more useful thing for my team. I do hit him with one shell there, so. But every time he pops up, I'm trying to shoot at him because you gotta shoot at the destroyers when they're up instead of me wanting to really shoot at that carrier over there. So Tashkent dies, game ends. So pretty nice result, not exceptional by any means. So here's the post-battle results screen. 178,708 damage, 5 citadels, 2 kills. Got a Dreadnought achievement. We did take a lot of damage, a lot of beating. 1.3 million credits to boot right off the bat there. That's pretty nice. I came second on the team that Benham beat us by 6 XP points. So if we really would have did a little bit more damage there towards the end of the game, probably would have edged him out. Us still being alive. Here's a breakdown of what we did. Most of our damage, of course, came to that Vanguard and that Seattle and the Iowa, the Vanguard, and then Seattle. The first 3 things we engaged. We got a decent amount against that Thunderer and like Jack all against that Musashi, with how many salvos we fired at it. And then finally, this is the credit earning potential of the Jean Bart. Both of these ships are very good. They're not as good as like the Georgia or the Missouri at making credits, but they are still solid. I mean, for how easy they are to play. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. If so, rate me much appreciated, and I'll catch you guys most definitely on the next one. Peace out.
Shut up and sit down.